your face, these hollows inside here and those eyes say, what is in my heart I can't show. Because I'm such a sweet little kid, with such a sweet little kitty nose, right? But I've had to keep all my emotions in, and I had to be a tough guy because I felt so sensitive, I could get hurt so easily, and I had to protect myself by making sure no one would hurt me anymore. So it's so simple to see. Look at the sweet cheeks. And look at that little nose. If he had a pointed, hard, sharp nose, I'd back off because it might poke me in the nose. But look at him. He's just a chubby little kid here, right? So all this cover up here is covering up your blocked fire, right? A lot of blocked fire in there. True? If you let that out, you'll be running for the hills. So you're pretty powerful. There's a lot of that built up inside there. So my high ideals, because I have high ideals, I'm going to represent it, and I'm going to do it and make sure it is done correctly, especially with a sharp nose that says that's how it must be done. The eyebrows that also say, nose goes this way, the eyebrows say this way. You've got to keep calm, you've got to be correct, you've got to be straight, everything's got to be correct and nice. So you're very hard on yourself, can be quite demanding, and you drive yourself quite hard because the chin is ready to get out there and do it. So there'll be tension in your jaws. See that? Oh.
What a surprise.
So what's happening is you're driving yourself and don't realize how hard you make it. Wow. And you don't even know that. And I've got an insurance company that insures any jaws that fall off, and I haven't to pay anybody yet because if they let it hang, it will stay there. So why do you have to hang on to it so hard? When you do that, all these muscles tighten, this tightens up here, and you even got tension in your temple. Feel the tension in there? Oh, look at that. That shows in your corner of your eyes. All these creases come from. Try me, raise your eyebrows. Raise your eyebrows a little bit. No eyebrows. Okay. When you look at the eyes, look straight ahead. Just raise your eyebrows a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. You see the slope in this eye. And that eye is also a little bit. This eye slopes because her right side, her doing side, the left brain memory, remembers how many times she has been told, you better do this right. That's how it must be done. Lot of criticism in your upbringing and lot of demands. And you inherited it, you learned it so well, you've got a lovely memory lobe that remembers all the things you've been told and so much criticized and pushed so much. And yet now you do it to yourself. Those who did it to you, you found it so hard to take. See how she's biting her lip? She gave them plenty of lip too, because look at the bottom lip. Bigger than the top one. Not the top one. See, the bottom lip is full. That's plenty of muscle. A lot of work. Defending yourself. Because what is it that your little girl done? She's done the best she can. And look at this breastbone. Look down here. Okay, look here. See how it sticks out. Right from young as a little kid. You want to do the best you could to please them. Yet it was not enough. You had to do this. That's how it must be done. And then look at your ears. They've been pinned back, and they're tiny, hard ears that are so tense from listening to the mind that they're small and only in your emotional part, constantly listening to what would hurt you emotionally. Because you're so sensitive, you get hurt so easily. There's a lot of fire locked up in your belly now from the way you've been pushed in, kept it all inside. Because you wouldn't want to hurt anyone, because you're really sensitive inside. Yet you have the fire and feel that? But when I look at you, yes. But when you look at me like this, you're not looking at yourself. Look at this big lump here. And what's that come from? Put your hand back to my neck. Feel that? It's almost level. Good, hold it tight. No, press it hard. Press it hard. Get your fingers under the collar. Not that, not any too far down. Okay. Press it right up against my neck muscle. Now the bones here. Okay. Now as soon as you do this, what do you do? Oh, you cut it off. Not God. for my body. Far out, I know you're far out. You come back home, too far out. So when you want to let go of some of this stuff, it comes here and gets bottled up in the neck. And you bottle up all your feelings because you're too caring and mothering about thinking of all other people. Never mind me, I must care for this one, I must care for that one, and everyone else. Right? See how much you give to everyone else from your womb, from your breast, from your heart. You're giving it all out and don't think of yourself. So it's all bottled up here. And can I turn you around? Can I pick this up? Look here, at the back here, the backbone is so hollow. There's like a big hole at the back here, where you've been busting your back, bending over backwards, for everyone, busting your back and sticking your neck out. So what's left for you? So there's a soul living inside there that's saying, I also want a life. I also want something to live in and be able to use this body. But it is so busting your back, bending over backwards and sticking your neck out at the same time. You can't do anything. Yet, as you've kept all this bottled up, yet look at the soft skin underneath here. When she speaks, she'll speak very softly. She'll never be hard or anything. Once she buttons up her lips, she'll speak for herself. Everything is zipped up. So you bottle it all up inside because you don't want to hurt anyone else. Because if you did let this out, you'd catch about 5 bushfires all around Brisbane. Because you've got a fire locked up in there. Yet, but you don't have the heart to express it because isn't that brilliant?
What a difference.
What a difference, of course it is. It's half a man. Now he's more of a man, you can see him. Beautiful, beautiful face, use lovely intellect. Right? So let it shine. What's the point of putting this? Hair is a very, very powerful, because it's connecting you to the outside world. But this is your inside world must shine. If your inside world is covered by the outside world, and your opinion of the outside world, your light will not shine. Because your own thoughts are kept within you and not going to come out. So I see in your eyes a loneliness. You have so much inside, but you don't know how to get it outside. Because you just got to let it come outside. You don't have to organize it. You don't have to do anything. Let it be as it is meant to be, the way it is built. Don't think about it. Don't analyze it. Just let it flow. Yes? We are human beings, not human thinking. Okay? So in this case, you've got a nice bump of intuition, of observation in the now. You've got a nice long nose that is pointing down here to your mouth. You can loosen those lips because the jaw won't fall. Okay? That's your womb. This is your womb of creation. This is where you came from. This is where all of us are created from. This is where all creation is from. So if you listen and follow your nose and listen, open this and listen to this womb, you will express your own creation more freely than to stop and think about it and wonder what's going to happen. So just listen to, follow your nose. It's pointing to intuition. Intuition means inner tutor that will give it identity, bring it into balance, and then birth it through this birth canal. Then you will see your real power, who you really are. But it doesn't come from outside, which you have collected a lot of knowledge and intelligence inside there. But it has to come from what you made out of it. You have to birth it in your own way. Let's look at this follow at the back. Turn around. Right. His follow, look how his head is so far ahead, his shoulders are hunched, because he's out there seeking, but it is all in here telling you it's right here, don't seek it out there. The shoulders are rounded, protecting this heart that has been hurt and sensitive so right from a little boy. Look at this, there's no meat here, no body for meat. I can meet you or I can bone you, one of the two. You got meat, or you got bone, So when we are meeting, our meat touches. But when you don't have any meat, I'm boning you, boning me, and I'm meeting you. Okay, so we need some flesh to have a reaction. The bone structure has no reaction. You have so much in here, but you have to wake it up and start to give it life, bring it to life, so that you will feel more life in your own body. Just now, you're all up there, and therefore this feels lifeless. There is nobody home. And I want to love you.